Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neeley Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neeley family. Check them out online at neeleyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about what's going on with Royce Neeley's brands. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guest, Royce Neeley, Katie Joyce, and Tim Swiat.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello, everyone.
Hey-oh, so yeah, we're going to be talking about what Royce has going on, so it should be fun. He's always got a bunch of cool things going on. He always tells me at some point, this is once I get done with this, I'm cruising. I got everything, and there's always something new. Then,
always.
So always new stuff. So we'll talk to him what's happening. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Tim said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
So everyone here's got a significant other, and I was curious to see if you are a vindictive son of a bitch like me in certain things in this way. Okay. Is there a clothing, shirt, or garment that you keep around because you know it's you, it's what you want, and you've kept it for way too long, but now you're doing it out of spite because your significant other just wants to throw it out, and at a point, if it does go missing, you're going to go garbage dumpster diving and go find it. Because it's still there, alive and well for you.
Okay, gotcha.
Anything that you do on that side of it that you feel is like, this is mine, it's always going to be here, this predated you, or whatever it may be, and this is always going to be. I'm actually wearing mine right now.
Okay, the sleeveless shirt.
Your sleeveless cutoff shirt that you've got on.
My sleeveless cutoff shirt from Nebraska baseball that I bought in 2012, visiting Lincoln, Nebraska on work, and it's this shirt that I got more call outs from women at concerts wearing it than surprisingly any other T-shirt I have, and I don't keep it for that. I think it's funny. But it's my work in the yard shirt. I've always had it, and once the pits go bad, you keep the sleeves off, guys. That's how we rejuvenate our clothes.
Can you show us a shirt?
Will know what's going
we need
on.
a full
people want you to stand up, so let's see what you got.
Spin.
Sit and spin. Oh yeah.
Woo! Yeah! Give us a.
Hey, so next move, Tim, you got to tear the sides all the way down.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Royce.
Let the abs hang.
I'm going. All those ball players have that in their back pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I have a Tommy Bahama shirt that is oddly short. I don't know what happened. Maybe an error at the factory, and I've kept it even though as I've gotten a little bit heavier. It's not a good look, but because the warden hates it, so I only wear it in the house, and then I won't wear it because I usually have an undershirt on. I'll show you. I got an undershirt on here, but I'll wear that without an undershirt, and the belly's hanging out, and it's just she's like, Jesus, throw that away. I'm like, no, this is a good shirt. I think I'm going to go to Schnucks. So I got to head out.
Jesus!
She gets so pissed at that shirt that it just makes me want to keep it. I'll never get rid of it. And I'll never quit wearing it. I mean, it's just a beautiful shirt. It's palm tree leaves on it. It's nice, but it's oddly short. I have no idea. It's like a half Tommy Bahama shirt.
There are certain clothing that, like, I don't know if it's the way the weave of the material is, but each time I wash it, I swear it gets shorter and shorter.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to me. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't remember it early on having this problem, but yeah, it's definitely out of control right now. So
I'm going to go for both myself and for Rebecca.
okay.
Oh, here we go.
So for me, this is an easy one. It's the swimming trunks. All right, I've got pairs and pairs, but I wear swimming trunks at the distillery in the summertime. Why? Well, you can imagine the amount of sweat in a 120-degree stillhouse that happens down there, right? And I like to keep my skin.
Yes.
Because
Skin on skin.
Literally all the shorts that he has, like we literally have like nice pairs of shorts for him to wear, and they're just as good. But he just refuses to wear anything that's actually nice. And I'm like, you look fat with these on. Like you look stupid, and he's like, meh, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well then just look fat and stupid, like whatever.
When you're working, it's not about style.
I mean, how much dumber I've got Red Wing boots on and shorts. You can't look much dumber or more redneck.
No,
than
you
that.
can.
So like
You can look dumber by adding in swim shorts. By not just making them shorts, but making them.
I think it's a look. I think it's.
Thank you, Aiken.
Okay,
Thank you.
are they solid color, or do they have
Solid
like
color.
designs?
No,
on them?
I've got them on right now. If you want to see, oh yeah,
Yeah, look at
color.
this.
I got
It's nice.
greens, I got black, I got tan, where I look professional.
To be fair, Katie, at first he just had ones that were bright blue that he was wearing every day, and so I found the
blue?
exact, bright blue, like swim shorts. And so I went online and I found ones that were not bright blue. I found black and tan and green that were at least normal colored shorts, and bought those so at least he'd stop wearing the fucking blue ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should have gone opposite. I think you should have committed and had ones with like flamingos on them, and then or like.
Oh, I tried that once, and I learned a bunch of different things about the clothes I was wearing. So
Hawaiian flowers.
Yeah. Upside down pineapples.
You go out with one with
I had
pineapples.
like rainbow colored roosters and stuff. I had to get rid of all those.
He had coxel over his shirt. And
I thought I was being cool in Key West, but that's not. Well, I mean, I guess I was, but not the way I wanted to be. All that had to go away.
That went away. Okay.
So on the other side, with Rebecca, I don't know when this was, probably 4 years ago, she gets this box of clothes like every month in, and she would pick out the clothes she wanted, and then she sends the other ones back. Whatever.
Right.
So the way I looked at it was, at least it was saving gas of going to the store. So they ship, But anyways, so she comes down the stairs all proud one day in these pants. These baggy looking pants that look like somebody like a guy wore in the 90s. She's like, oh no, this is a style now. And I'm like, let me tell you something, woman. Not an ass like you got. You don't wear pants like that. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? I don't want to see. I don't look at it like that. So I refuse. I mean, she's tried to bring them down before, and I'm like, I will light them on fire with the blowtorch outside. Like,
okay,
get rid of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So he doesn't like baggy pants.
Doesn't like baggy pants. On you. On him, it's good. Okay.
Yeah, on him, he could look like a fucking idiot, but me, God forbid.
Right.
If you're going to have a nice ass, have a nice ass.
We'll use it.
Why would you have a nice ass, Tim, and then,
Honey,
throw on a parachute?
honey,
Struggle with that every day, Royce.
You got a great ass, and you're not showing it off.
I have no ass. I have no ass. The Neelys have no ass.
The Neelys have no ass.
Tell you something.
It needs to be on a shirt right there. The Neelys have no ass.
All right, so Royce has got a little bit of a Hank Hill ass.
Yeah, I look like Hank Hill. I got the pancake ass like I'm used to make. It's kind of flat from top to bottom with an incision. And I'm all right with it. I'm a guy,
Right. You're not selling anything.
need
So
a lot.
Ain't nobody buying, coming around me for my looks.
Right. For God's sakes. Exactly.
Yeah, for God's sakes.
Exactly.
No, well, they haven't seen the towel that you make. That's for damn sure.
It's true. Katie, you haven't weighed in on this one yet. What about you?
I immediately thought of a story from my childhood. My dad had this favorite Notre Dame sweatshirt that he had lost a lot of weight. So it was still like a 4X, and then he now wears like an XL.
Right.
And he's still wearing this Notre Dame hoodie.
It's comfortable. Right, yeah. He's like...
Yes.
It's home.
And so
when you're at home, baggy
got him
sweatshirt,
a
nothing
new-
feels better. Yeah.
So mom thought, great, this is a perfect Christmas gift. I'll get you a new Notre Dame sweatshirt in your current size.
Hell no, you don't want that.
Gets him that, and then takes his old one and
shit.
donates it.
Oh,
Oh!
you don't do that.
He didn't wear it often enough to realize right away that she had donated it to our local thrift store until he was driving down the road in our hometown and sees
A
this
tweaker
woman
wearing it? No.
of a very large nature that clearly lived from a different socioeconomic background of ourselves, wearing his Notre Dame sweatshirt. And he goes, I know it was mine because of the bleach stain on the right sleeve.
No.
And I thought he was going to slam on the brakes on the road and demand this sweatshirt back.
He could have made her an offer.
Yeah.
He was mad for decades.
Yes.
Your dad could have peeled off a hundo and got that back, and it would have been a
He
good
could have,
story for all
yes.
involved. Yes.
He should have, probably,
Right.
because none of us would have to continue to hear about
Your mom
it.
probably wishes that he would have at this point.
Yeah. I'm surprised my mom didn't pay to send out a mailer to all of Truesdale, Missouri. If you have this sweatshirt, I need to buy it back from you. I will pay you $100 for any information.
And it has to be the one with the bleach stain. It's like the
Yes.
cat from Meet the Fockers, Meet the Parents.
Yes.
It's got to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not Jinxie Cat.
Yeah,
He was
Jinxie
so mad about it that he then would refuse to wear other Notre Dame sweatshirts because they were not his Notre Dame
I'm still
sweatshirt.
with your father on this one.
I'm with your dad,
I'm
too.
with him, too.
I stand with
I
your
agree.
dad.
When I
You
was
get your
like,
favorite
Mom, you did
sweatshirt?
what?
Especially a sweatshirt.
Right. A sweatshirt.
Like, a sweatshirt. I mean, come on.
And so
Yeah.
now my mom, he still will need clothes that it's looking really ratty, and she's got him something nicer. And she's like, will you come help me go through this? And I was like, do not make me your accomplice. I will never help you get rid of
Exactly.
Dad's clothes, ever.
No.
I know how your dad feels. We went through a major argument about my clothes from college.
Because you had stuff that literally had holes on it that you haven't worn in 10 years.
They're never going to fit me again.
He's
That's okay, Tim. One day I'm going to get back in them.
They're
One
gonna
day.
That's right. That's
And I'm
right.
like,
Those are my
it's
dream
not-
clothes.
It wasn't even a factor about they're gonna fit him eventually. It was they had holes in them, they had huge stains on them, and they weren't they were comfy
Those
clothes.
are my party shirts, Tim. I love
No.
that. They were cut off sleeves, ripped all the way down.
You
the
have
I'm with
them
you.
still.
I'm totally with you.
We kept them all. I went and got them. After you got rid, I went and got
That's
all
not
of them.
the same
They're
thing.
all here.
No,
I've
it's
got
not.
all of it.
No,
It's all
it's
still
not.
here. Oh, yes.
I got rid of then you don't know that I've got rid of stuff.
No.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'll have to go towering through my collection of clothes.
Now I gotta go look
I don't know
at-
how you men are, but for me, I have clothes that I've been wearing for 20 years that I still wear.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear any clothes from 20 years ago. Royce wears the exact same fucking shirts every single day of the week. He wears the exact same shorts every single day of
Well-
the week. He wears the exact same clothes when we go out. He does not change clothes. He thinks that he wears other clothes. I've not seen him wear a different outfit in 4 years. So
Interesting.
he thinks somewhere in his head that there's other clothes that he wears. He's just thinking back 10 years ago, and he's like, no, I definitely wore that 2 weeks ago. And it's like, no, you haven't worn that ever since we've been together, which has been getting closer to 6 years.
Main thing is I haven't had to buy no more clothes. Okay, that's the main
Right.
thing.
You got it covered.
Right.
I'm good.
And the best thing is he thinks that I haven't got rid of his other clothes. So
There you
It's
go.
true.
The,
It's true.
the worst is shopping for clothes. I can't shop.
Oh, God.
I just go buy what I like, and that's it. I do it. Oh, I'm raising my hand now.
Raise
Someone
your
pick
hand.
me up, raising my hand.
I don't think I bought any clothes my entire life. They've all come from Christmas from
Right.
my family
Yes.
throughout the years.
Beka
Yes.
just puts into the closet for you now.
Yeah, it's true. All right, on that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Katie. Katie, what do you got there?
I've got bomb burgers.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
ooh,
my
send
favorite.
me some.
Please send Beka some, actually. Yes. No noise there. It was quiet.
I was too excited. I didn't change the settings. It sounded fantastic on this end.
Really? No, nothing
Sounded
at
as
all.
good as it's about to taste.
All right, Tim, you're next.
Got a bottle of Leopold Brothers 3-chamber rye.
Oh, nice.
Slide on the set.
No,
Nothing.
nothing there. Nothing there. All right, next up is Beka.
I have got a, let's see. Yeah, well, I guess we'll do this one. I've got a unlabeled, but sort of labeled bottle here that's, this was the very end of a bottling run. But this is from a single barrel of a cigar barrel that we did for down in New Orleans, for a store down there, Woo Crew. I'm not sure if that's what it's called or not.
Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang, I'm not sure.
Wu-Tang?
Here we go.
Okay, that's our lead. It wasn't great. It was
impressively
it was squeaky. The cork pop was bassy and nice, but the squeak was. That's going to be some points off. Royce, you're next.
I have some Uncle Nearest 1856 100 proof legacy bottle. Rare. Gonna be rare in the future.
Okay. There was some slosh there. I think Beka still got the lead. Beka still has the lead. I've got Old Jet Brothers, the Sauterne finish. Let's see what we got here. There was a major squeak problem going on this whole show.
Sound problems there.
Everyone did it. Becca's was the best out of all those, so Beka wins. So cheers to her.
Cheers, Beka.
Ding.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking with Royce. What's going on? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neeley Family Distillery. Royce Neeley is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neeley Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neeley arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neeley and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neeley Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeeleyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
My name is Ryan Thompson. I'm a billionaire who buys stupid scotch, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking to Royce Neeley about what the heck he's got going on.
Yes, we are. So, Royce, what's some of the highlights, some of the exciting things people need to be on the lookout for, that type of thing?
Well, I guess to start off with, my brand Hidden Barn made a major change. Jackie Zykan has moved to our master blender emeritus. So she's still going to be roughly involved with the brand. If we need her help for anything, we can always call her. She's going to be growing our absinthe herbs in her new venture that she's doing. So she started a farm in Henry County. And we have moved Molly Wellman into our new master taster. So we're thrilled about that. So be on the lookout for any single barrels coming out that now say Molly Wellman on them. Selected and tasted by Molly Wellman. And definitely some new batches that will be done by myself, Rebecca, and Molly together. So we're going to batch together.
That's cool.
Something I'm really
cool. Obviously, you hate losing Jackie, but she's on to other things, and you guys have a great relationship. And what a fill-in, though, Molly Wellman. That's unbelievable. So yeah, very exciting.
She was my first call. The only thing I thought about was, can I get Molly on board in some facet? And when I called her, she's like, yes, whatever I can do. I'm like, this is great.
Here's the funniest part is so he calls Molly Wellman super randomly. This was a few weeks back, and he calls her really randomly, talks to her about something else, and he goes, "Oh, and by the way," that's how he asked her. "Oh, and by the way, how would you feel about being our master taster?" And Molly goes, "What? Wait, are you what?"
Are you serious?
Yeah, because he said it in the most nonchalant way.
Right.
And it was so funny because it just took Molly completely by surprise. And she was just so excited when he said it. It was just so funny because Royce was just so nonchalant about it.
It's the art of the deal, man. I'm just,
And Molly was absolutely pumped up. We've had a lot of people in Cincinnati pretty excited about it.
I've had so many people come down to the distillery.
Lots of people have
It
come
just
down.
makes sense, man. She's the biggest powerhouse in the Northern Kentucky area, and we're so lucky to have her on board.
Oh, heck yeah, you are.
We're just so excited.
I mean, she's going to do some local bartending classes down here, cocktail classes.
Geez, yeah.
For us, we're moving as a brand, and just the way things are going, we're trying to really hit on-premise consumption, so bars and places like that, real heavy. And she's the ultimate person to me to have to do that.
Yeah.
And we're the first to bring some, a lot of people do master blender from another distillery or, some other facet, but we're the first one to really bring in somebody that's known from the bartending world or as a bartender and then bring them in as master blender or head taster. And that's how Jackie kind of got her position up as well. She moved through the ranks, but she started as a bartender also.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's very cool. That is awesome. So that's a very exciting thing for sure. So and looking forward to that.
I feel like those who are at the bootlegger days almost got a sneak peek into how this can continue with her doing the Prohibition cocktail class at Neeley.
Yeah.
And so when I saw the announcement, I was like, oh, I feel like I got to witness this before it was a thing.
Got the scoop before anybody else did without knowing you got the scoop.
We obviously hadn't made the announcement yet or anything, but you did to get to witness it there. She had been at Bootlegger Day before and would always be a part of our Bootlegger Day, but when she was there that day, we were already hashing out what this was going to look like. That was her first time meeting Nate, by the way.
Okay.
Brand ambassador out there on the West Coast. So, yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, she's dynamic, so she really lights up a room. So yeah, she's a commanding presence for sure. And the other big thing I know that we should talk to you about new pricing. You've got new pricing on the shelves for your brands, and that's really cool too.
So as I acquired 100% ownership of Hidden Barn, obviously always had 100% ownership of the Neeley brands, but I started to kind of look at what everybody else was doing in the industry and where sales and stuff were at. And I said, you know what, I want to get ahead of where I think everything is going and where I think we've got oversaturation. It's time for us to trim the fat off and let's get competitive and let's get in that $59.99 price range. That puts us competitive with everybody that I want to be competitive with. We're right there with, Maker's 46. We're right there with Angel's Envy. We're there right along the line, Woodford Double Oak, right where I want to be at and who I want to compete with, for what I think the quality of our brand is. So I wanted to get ahead of that. And I think it's worked really well for us so far. We're continuing to sell and do really well when it seems like a lot of others are not doing so well. So
yeah,
definitely happy to do that.
The 3 chamber still is a huge thing too, and our audience is pretty in tune with that. So it's not like, you go on, just talking to the general public to say we're getting a 3 chamber still. They probably don't even know what that means or anything like that. Whereas I think our audience is very in tune with it. They've tried whiskey off a 3 chamber still from what Leopold Brothers has been doing, and you're going to be getting one of those. So tell us a little bit about where we stand on that project and things like that.
Yeah. So first off, back on the pricing thing. Now remember, I've lowered my pricing. But I'm in a system of a forced monopoly where I cannot control what the pricing looks like at the retail level. So I can tell you this, if you're seeing old school pricing in the future, that means the retailer is making a lot more money off of it. Right? So we have lowered our pricing down to make us competitive with everybody. So I want to throw that out there because that it's confusing. I mean, it really is.
It is, and your retail partners, in addition to the distributors, you got to have the distributors play ball too. But assuming that they do that, your retail partners have to make a decision if they have existing inventory. We did. We had a partial barrel pick. We decided, we're ripping the Band-Aid off. We're just going to have the barrel pick we had on hand reflect the new pricing, and it is what it is. We move on and right off the difference.
I will tell you what I did with all my existing distribution partners is I did a floor adjustment on everything. So I said, hey, I know you guys have already paid me for this, but here's a credit towards it. Lower your prices down on it, get it right.
Oh, wow.
Then when I sell you new product, that comes off the top of it, and we adjust ourselves that way.
That's cool.
So I did a floor adjustment on all existing inventory across the country that we had. It just made sense.
9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10 businesses wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's where we want to be at. So it's all about taking care of those that take care of you. So yeah, that's going
honest
good.
Business in an honest way. It pays back in spades.
Yep.
when it comes to the 3-chamber side, obviously this is going to be something that happens down the road. We're incredibly excited to be the first 3-chamber still in Kentucky since at least the 1880s. I think it's going to be really cool. We're planning a big event to have out there. Akeley, you're going to be a huge part of that, to where we're going to get a lot of distillers, a lot of guys already confirmed, like Fonte and Beam and Freddie No and Brent Elliott. I mean, I've got a whole list of guys that have already confirmed that want to be out there when we run this thing the first time. And I'm really excited just to make some 3-chamber whiskey and see how it goes. But obviously, it's going to be something that happens 4 years down the road for us when you guys try it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's unlike moonshine or something, like the 3-chamber still whiskey must have the barrel.
Right.
Must have. Yeah. But once you get to that point where it's 4 to 6 years old, it can become something more incredible than anything else that's out there.
Yeah.
And an incredible blending agent, man. To have something that's so heavy, it's easy to get barrels that are lighter or hotter. That's adjustments in the rick house, but you can't make them heavier. That comes from the distillation side. And to get something with much more heavy conteners in it that you can then use to work blends with is fantastic to have.
Yeah, that's cool. What else besides that? I mean,
hell, we got that old still in, man. I mean,
that's true.
I saw it. I didn't even see this. I read every quick bourbon notes and every bourbon Zeppelin. I don't know what happened. I did not see the one about the old still until Beka showed it to me today.
Oh, really?
I appreciate that, by the way. We're thrilled to have it. Had bunch of people come in and take photos with it, but hell, I don't know, man. Like in the future, I might get a wild hair and we'll just fix this thing, because it ain't going to take a lot of work to get it to run again at all. And it will definitely run. Like this copper is thicker than the copper on Old Brownie.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, I'm serious. I mean, this still was heavier than hell. The cap probably weighs 400 pounds. I mean, it was all I could do just to set it in a chair.
Holy cow.
Yes, it is a hell of a piece. And it's only broke apart in some solder joints. So throw some more lead solder on it and let it rock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting that you got that. I mean, that's unbelievable that you were able to score that thing, and and you're promoting it now. Oldest tax paying still, and more you throw that out there, the more that it becomes legitimate, and because someone challenge it. What you got?
I don't collect anything, but if I did collect things, it is that. Full auto Tommy gun is definitely up there, but this old still might be the coolest thing that I've been able to acquire, and I'm really excited to have it. I just got lucky, man. Somebody called Brad Bonds. This guy called Brad Bonds and said, "Hey, I know you deal in old whiskey stuff, old whiskey in general, and I don't know who to call. Like, the owners of this liquor store have passed away in Pennsylvania. I'm the general manager, and I'm liquidating everything that's there. They've had this still since the 60s. It has a plaque with it that said it's the oldest registered still that's still in existence from 1811. Like, do you know, anybody that's interested in buying this or what the value of it would be?" So Brad didn't know either. He deals in old whiskey, not old whiskey items, but he knows I collect stills, allegedly. And he called me, and so I called this guy, great dude to deal with, and I was like, well, I can tell you what I think it's worth, but let me make you an offer on it instead. Like, I'm interested in it. And we just worked the deal out and had it shipped down.
That is awesome.
Wow. It was 3 times bigger than I thought it was when it arrived. I figured it was probably a 50-gallon. It's a 150-gallon.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. It's a real commercial. So it is registered still number 95 ever.
Wow. Yeah.
So it was the only person I've had that said anything about it was Laura Patrizzo. And I haven't talked to her officially, but I think she got mixed up. She thought we were talking about like the oldest distillery type of deal, not the oldest registered still.
Right.
So when I talked to her, because the only one I could find that was even remotely close was the guys at Indian Creek in Ohio that have some from 1820 that are legitimately registered. But there's none that are legitimately registered from 1811.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you're such a great person to be a steward of that type of history as well, though. Like, I feel like it was just the universe putting that into the right hands. It just fits. Like, it feels right. Like, of course, this is how it should be.
I appreciate that. It's one of those things where it's just like how it felt like Christmas when it showed up. Like, that's how I felt waiting for it. I don't know, man. It's just crazy to think that damn thing is down there. But yeah,
it probably felt like Christmas for you.
Yeah.
But for Dad's probably looking, how the hell am I going to get this thing moved? It's 3 times larger than I thought it would. It's a lot heavier than I thought.
Yeah.
How'd you guys even get it in that door?
Actually, it fit through the door with the cap off of that, turn it on its side and kind of jimmy. But here's the thing, it was so damn heavy, I had to put it on a wagon and kind of roll it through. I was trying not to scratch it, mess up the patina. Because it's all hand beat, and it's all hand beat rivets on the whole thing.
Right.
Wow.
It's really cool.
But it was built in Philadelphia on South Front Street in 1811 and was the 95th registered still ever.
Wow.
Today, by the way, we're probably at I'm going to say we're roughly at around 30,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you think you'll include the number 95 then of anything that would come off of that?
I mean, it's stamped on. It's stamped on it.
Right.
Still number 95. If we did something with it, we could. I mean, and that's kind of
like a Neeley number 95 whiskey.
I look at my great grandpa still all the time. I'm like, I gotta run this son of a bitch. Me and Akeley have talked about it before.
Oh yeah.
We and then I hate to run once again the patina. And here's my other thing too. That still has never made a legal drop in its life, and I hate to ruin that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Now, I could make a replica of it, and that would be cool. But on the other side, maybe we just run this thing out there.
Yeah, I'll say this. Go back to the thing where Katie was saying that Royce is a good steward to have this thing. He is, and and again, despite the fact he says he doesn't collect anything, he collects stills, whether he wants to admit it or not. And he always goes through this thing where he kind of grieves a little bit when he buys one because it makes him sad that he'll deal with someone who's like, oh, this was my great grandfather's. He was actually making whiskey and running it during Prohibition and stuff. And Royce, you can't believe a guy would be selling that. It's whether it's your grandfather, your great grandfather, or whatever it is. That's family history. You're just selling for a couple $100.
I have a gun that I would starve to death before I sold.
Right.
Seriously, I'd rather die than not have it.
Yeah.
So I look at a lot of things like that. I mean, I don't know. It's just me. It's called Neeley Family Distillery for a reason.
Right.
Not Neeley's family. It's not my family's. It's Neeley family. All of us together. And history means something to me. It always has.
Right.
That's what got me into it. I love this. I love that part of it.
You're buying these things for a couple $100, and there's probably a price on everything. And if some rich person walked in, Elon Musk walks into your distillery and he's just quirky enough and he's like, I love that still. He's pointing to the one your grandfather says, I'll give you. There's probably a number that he couldn't have it because you'd be like your great grandfather would probably come out of his grave and get you if you didn't.
I will tell you this.
But it'd be a big amount he's not getting it for $500,000 or something. No way.
I will tell you this, and I mean this. I seriously mean this. That pistol that I had, Old Brownie, in the still, there is no amount of money that could buy it. I'm serious. You know me, Akeley.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm doing just fine. I don't need an extra 250 million or even $1 billion. I swear to God, I wouldn't sell them for $1 billion. That's how much they mean to me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. And then you got people selling their history for a couple $100, and it's like
I've never understood that, man. Like Grandpa killed all these guys in World War II with this gun, and they brought it back, and it's been all over the place. And now I've got it, and I'm going to hawk it off to you for $1,000. It's like, to be honest with you, if you're willing to do that, the gun belongs with me more than it belongs with you, anyways.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's the way I've always kind of looked at it. Like I'll take care of it.
Fall in America every day.
I agree.
It's crazy to me that people don't appreciate their history, their family's history as much as they do. Now, nothing against this guy, because this still was different. Right? Yes. These guys were able to acquire it in the 60s. They had it in their liquor store. They passed away. Managers liquidating it for the heirs. That's a whole...
Yeah. No, that is a different situation. But, yeah, so there you go. There's a little bit about what's going on at Neeley. There's always a lot of stuff going on. You want to learn more? Go to Neeley, hang out, and talk with the folks there. They got all kinds of stuff there they got going on.
I'll tell you, this is the last thing.
Okay.
After this is it. I'm not adding... Nothing else is being added on. This is it.
Okay.
This is one more thing that we got going on, Steve.
Okay. What do you
got? We are working on online shipping.
Okay.
Which will be, I think, a pretty big deal. It'll be, it's not going to be every single thing that we have in store, but we will have quite a few products in there that are not distributed at all.
Okay.
And some online exclusives and stuff like that as well. So we'll be working on online shipping. We're working with a third party company with that.
Same one that's doing the stuff for the Bourbon Festival.
Yep, there'll be.
Awesome.
So we're slowly working on that. It is a process, so we're trying to get that all done. But that's one of our other next ventures is online shipping, which is a big deal for a lot of states that we just are not going to be getting into.
It's definitely a focus for us. What we're going to do in the future with online shipping, and if it doesn't work out with this company, which I think it will, then You know, we're going to talk to some others, maybe definitely OJ Lima's on the board as well, talking to him. Only reason I'm doing this is because they're already with the Bourbon Festival, so it makes sense. I'd already be talking, you know, with shipping it to Washington to OJ. But yeah, you know, I think it's just kind of the future for what we want to do because we put out so much unique stuff.
Yeah.
You know, single.
Sure.
I mean, it's always been a single barrel distillery.
Yeah.
That, and we're going to start incorporating the yeast room onto our tours. So we haven't, you know, traditionally you've only seen the yeast room, but if I do a private tour for you and it's me taking it back there, but I'm getting ready to start training my guys as they're going to start working and doing some of the yeast stuff themselves to where they can talk about it on tours. So we're going to start showing people that yeast operation.
Great.
Yeah. Very cool.
It's very cool. You guys have enough going on and new stuff you're adding too that even if someone's been out to Neeley before, like you're going to see something new and get new stuff every time you come out. That it's really nice.
Yeah.
Every time.
Absolutely. Every time. Well, there you go. On that note, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Katie, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me hanging out at the casino near Neeley Family Distillery so I can get Royce to come pick me up. And then also on Instagram at Katie Proof.
All right, Tim.
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112, admiring Royce's timepiece collection on Whiskey and Watches Facebook group if you're out there. Shout out to our group there. And then on YouTube at our flagship whiskey.
Yeah, Tim's got some nice Timexes, so yeah.
That's right. Arbitrons. Let's be honest. But I had no money.
Okay. All right, Royce, how about you?
Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Neeley Family Distillery and at NeeleyFamilyDistillery.com.
Royce, talk to me about this. Swy Guy 2112. He's a financial guy. Don't you think you got to have like a showcase Rolex or something like that when you're meeting with clients? You don't want to see the guy with the Armatron on. You're like, things aren't doing so well.
Royce is showing up in swim trunks. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well,
I just want Royce to consult.
Katie, I'm the weird. Like when it comes to, I'm the weirdest dude ever. Like I'll show up in old Red Wing boots, swim trunks, and a Rolex. Like
and a fucking Corvette.
And a Corvette, yeah, and a Corvette. You know,
I'm just trying to help Tim here.
Wear and do whatever the hell you want to do. Drink whatever you want to drink. You know what I mean, Tim? That's what you. If that's you, man.
Baggy pants.
Baggy pants.
Yeah.
Except if your wife has a nice ass, she doesn't wear baggy pants because that's just not cool.
I feel like you should. There are swim trunks that are shorter now, like the 5-inch inseam. You should embrace those.
No.
I'm a below the knees type of swim trunk guy. Like, you know, I ain't here for looks.
See that.
All right, this is for for wear. I mean, this is for use.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Utility.
Breeds.
Yeah.
Skin on skin contact, if you know what I mean.
Right. We're doing a GoFundMe to buy the Stitzelweller Distillery. We'll put another, I don't know, $5,000 on there to get Tim somewhat of a decent watch. We'll throw that on. So we're trying to get $34 million plus $5,000 in our GoFundMe. So
Maybe a shirt with
Tim, you don't have a rollie, no rollie or anything?
No, man.
I can't believe you look like an Omega guy. Like I figured you have an old school Omega.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that.
No, I've got an old school Raymond Weil Parsifal, double-digit date and Swiss made. But no Rolex, no Omegas yet, no long jeans, nothing like that. All my watch collections was when I had no money and had to work up, so I had to look at something. You know, I'm competing with people wearing Cartier and wearing just ridiculous watches.
Yeah. And you got the Indiglo. You got the Indiglo.
Work your way up. Work your way up, and we'll get there.
I could use the support of the Bourbon Daily Network here. I'm trying to edge my way in to be the heir of my dad's Rolex instead of my brother.
Yeah.
So my brother already got the Rolex from my uncle when he passed away.
That's yours.
So I feel like, and it's because it's branded with like Bacardi on the back. So they both work for the same distributor. And so it made sense. It went to my brother, etc. But I'm like, Kevin already got a Rolex. Shouldn't I get dad's?
Yes.
Like, and also, like, I worked with Dad. Like, I feel
that only makes sense.
You should get that. I used to work. I used to work with a woman, and her father passed away sadly, and he wore a Rolex, and he gave it, to her in his will, and she wore it to work, and it was cool as hell.
I would legitimately wear
awesome.
it. Like,
it looked awesome.
You could rock a men's Rolex, no problem. I mean, just as a judge, like I mean, you know. And it's your dad.
Can you imagine, like, the robe, the Rolex, and the gavel? Like, I feel like it just fits.
Pretty cool.
And the pistol, the judge pistol allegedly hit over here. You know, don't mess with me, man.
Yeah.
That was the coolest thing at Bootlegger Day. When we were talking, we pulled out there and were you married yet? Were you guys married yet at that time? They were. Okay. Yeah. And I said something about this 7-3, and he's like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "We're gonna roll coal." Wow. Yep. Hell yeah.
All right. Miss Beka Sue, how about you?
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's, and no H.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop. All the folks you're hearing right here on this show have been to the Barrel Shop. They like it. You should too. Check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Fardance, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, everyone.
Later.
Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.